Hook. Yeah. If you're looking for skate rentals, that's up front.
Oh.
And it's just the most like 90s line. And I'm here for it. Like
Jimmy, bleep this mother bleeping out.
Jimmy, you've got 2 hours to edit for this one.
And we're live in 3, 2, spaghetti tacos, iCarly.
I know, you see.
Welcome back to the Best Boys podcast.
Yeah, welcome back. I'm Jeremy.
I'm Preston for episode 2.
Episode 2, we've officially launched.
It's a real podcast.
It's real now. There's conversations that we have that are on the internet. That's crazy.
It's all public now.
Yeah.
Thanks to everyone who listened to the first episode, and thank you for being a new listener.
Absolutely.
There will be probably 1 or 2.
Yeah,
new
hopefully.
listeners.
I mean, that's the plan.
Exponential growth. What are we here to talk about today?
We're going to talk about Disney's Investor Day.
Whoa.
We're a couple investors ourselves.
Mickey Mouse, I do have stock in Disney.
I can't tell if that's a joke.
I do. So, call me an investor.
Do you have enough? You didn't have enough to be included in the
No.
investors meeting,
No.
did you?
No. This is purely some Robin Hood, just very low investments. Not a crazy,
Yeah, you.
No. I'm not on the board.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder how many people because it was actual investors got sent a specific link to where they were able to see everything that was blacked out, and so I wonder how many people is it the top? You got to own more than 5%.
I think you have to have a certain amount because they're a public company,
Yeah.
so anybody can buy that
But
stock.
how cool would that be if they were just like, hey, if you own any stock,
I would leak it all.
I mean, we'll get into it later, but basically everything leaked that wasn't shown.
Interesting.
And there was no, for the Star Wars stuff at least, what I was reading, there was no actual footage shown in the stuff that they didn't show the public. We'll get into that later, though.
Okay. Yeah.
We've got a tier list with everything that was announced that we're interested in. Not everything, because we don't really need to talk about, the Disney princess stuff that's coming out. We don't.
Why not?
We're not going to really have opinions on that.
Do you not
I mean, no, I'm actually...
Do you not have something negative to say?
I'm kind of stoked for the Princess and the Frog show, because I just think they're going back to 2D animation with that. So
I didn't know that was the thing that was happening.
Tiana's getting a Disney Plus show, which is just cool, and they're doing the same animation, so they're not 3D animating it.
I feel like a lot of this is actually going to be news for me because the only stuff I paid attention to was Marvel and Disney.
Fantastic.
Marvel and
I mean, yeah,
Star Wars.
I didn't put much of the Disney stuff on there, but stuff that we'll be able to talk about. So we're going to go with the first thing that was announced, and this is not Star Wars nor Marvel.
Great.
Where do you rank It's Always Sunny getting 4 more seasons?
Plus, that's got to be S
That's
tier.
S tier
That's
for
S
sure.
That it's only going to keep getting better.
I was not, I know that FX is owned by Disney technically.
Yeah, because
I was not expecting anything like that, but that was just such a delight to start the day with.
Yeah, because I wasn't really paying attention to any of it. So the first thing I saw was you texted a group chat that we're in, and it was that link. I think it was from the FX account or something. And I was like, oh, hell yeah. That's dope.
Yeah.
That's just a cool piece of news. And then an hour later, you sent something about one of the Marvel things. And I was like, oh, so today's the day.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so we're getting lit. Well, yeah, that's an easy one.
Yeah, that one, it's
not arguable.
It will be the longest running sitcom. Officially. I mean, I think it already is.
I think it already
technically,
is.
but I mean, it's going to go from 14 to 18 seasons.
It's also a better show than any other Disney property at the moment.
Yeah. I mean, it's
flat out.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Okay, let's dive in. Let's do a Marvel one. How you feeling about Hawkeye? No real announcements other than they confirmed Haley Steinfeld.
She posted a photo.
Well, Kevin Feige confirmed her in the presentation. He talked about her, which is and then there's other cast that didn't mean much to me.
And she posted, I think it was a photo from the paparazzi stuff that got leaked, where it's just her in the street wearing the purple shirt.
I mean, I'm on board because I think it's going to be a mantle passing, which is necessary for that character because Jeremy Renner's not the most likable
Yeah,
dude.
I'm thinking D tier just for
yeah, I was
for our
gonna say
boy
we
Jeremy.
do have to rate it pretty low because Jeremy Renner is the titular character at this point, and we
Yeah.
can't be condoning that.
Maybe we should put it in C tier for Camp Renner.
Okay, I'm going to C tier for Camp Renner. Let's go Loki.
Oh, that's got to be up there.
This is the first one that we can actually talk about content, like
yeah, because it had a trailer.
We got a trailer. The trailer it's so confusing.
It's Legends of Tomorrow meets like
Owen Wilson.
yeah, well, it's like Doctor Who Legends of Tomorrow meets.
It's Loki.
It's Loki. It's gonna be good. I don't know if I'm like really that excited about it, honestly.
I'm more excited after seeing the trailer. I was and the fact that they confirmed that it's the Loki that escaped in Endgame is fantastic.
That's cool.
That's the only way you can go with that.
I also like the Bifrost inclusion, which means we're gonna get cameos from some big characters, whether that was Thor or Heimdall.
Rumor has it that Lady Sif is coming back for the show.
Interesting.
Because she didn't die. Everybody else died.
No one saw her die. Yeah, well, because am I correct in thinking that in the trailer he says brother or Heimdall?
So he says brother, for sure says brother. It sounds like he says Heimdall, but it says somebody. Saw it on Instagram. Somebody listened with captions on too, and it didn't say Heimdall. It was something else that sounded like Heimdall.
Okay,
but also that could be captions problem. Yeah, so it's unknown.
Yeah. Well, yeah, just the inclusion of the Bifrost is cool, so it means we'll get either Hemsworth or Idris Elba.
Mm-hmm.
And
I mean,
which I guess since this is all parallel times and stuff, and also that scene I'm pretty sure takes place in like the 70s, so they would both be alive then, anyways.
Who know? Like,
because he's time traveling.
Yeah, he's 100% time traveling, and he's in an alternate universe than what we've seen, from what we know, because
he is from an alternate universe.
Yeah, so we don't know exactly what's gonna happen. So Heimdall 100% could be alive.
Yeah,
like without a doubt.
He's also DB Cooper.
He is also DB Cooper, and I love that so much.
I like that a lot.
That's the best part of the trailer.
I honestly hope he's just everything. Like, he assassinates JFK.
Yeah, he causes
because that's mischief. He's the god of mischief,
sure.
So I like that, yeah.
I think Wilson's like,
wow.
You gotta do some mischief.
Wow. Do you think Owen Wilson's secretly another character? Like a big
I
name?
don't know enough about that, just lore in general, or the Time Variance Authority. I'm assuming he's a high-ranking character in the Time Variance Authority.
Technically, every employee of the TVA is a clone of themselves.
Interesting.
So they're all the same person, but they're clones. I don't know anything more than that. I just read up on it a little bit, but
I regret to inform you we just lost the phone behind you.
No.
But yeah, I'm stoked. I think the DB Cooper inclusion honestly
makes it
that's the direction they're going, and I'm all for it. Like, we're finally gonna get Loki causing mischief and not being a super, because he's not a super, like, he's a villain for sure, but he's never been the likes of Thanos or anything like that. Like, it always felt wrong the way he acted in Avengers, where it's like,
well, it's because the Mind Stone was messing with him.
Yeah, which is fair enough. But like, I'm excited to hopefully see Loki fully be causing mischief. And like the very last shot of him in the suit, just a cool nod to the comics. It's like, I'm glad to see that we're getting some of that stuff for sure.
That was dope.
I'm willing to rank it B.
Okay, I was gonna say A, but I'm good with
A
B.
to B.
I'm good with B.
B because I'm still a little bit skeptical.
Yeah, well, B because I feel like
A and S tier got to be reserved for the good stuff.
Yeah, obviously.
Let's go. I want some Star Wars. Let's go Rangers of the New Republic next.
That's Star Wars?
So this is one of two shows that have been confirmed to be a Mandalorian spinoff. Rangers of the New Republic and Ahsoka were both confirmed to be Mandalorian spinoffs.
So Rangers of the New Republic is about...
And okay, so I know exactly what you're about to say, is that it's about the woman whose name we don't want to say.
The MMA chick.
Yeah, Cara Dune.
Built like a truck.
So,
dude, in the latest episode, I was like, she will rip a stormtrooper in two.
Very interesting thing, because that's what you would assume, right? Because she got the spoilers.
I mean, there was like a big piece of
spoilers. Spoilers for Mandalorian. He gave her the badge.
Yeah, she's like a sheriff of the Republic.
And so you would assume that it's going to be about her and other people trying to make peace throughout the galaxy, stuff like that. But interestingly enough, Rosario Dawson immediately posted about Ahsoka. Gina Carano has not said a word.
That's probably because Disney took away her Twitter.
No, they no, because she's posted about speaking your mind and stuff since then. She's done her very strange stuff that she's on. So we don't know. It could be about.
So there's no cast list at
nope,
all?
No announcement except that it's connected to Mandalorian. It could be about Dave Filoni's character.
D-list. I'm gonna call it D.
Yeah, I'm not very excited for it.
Because if it is her, I really don't care. Like, because that character is very much a pile of nothing. And if it's
not, then
if it's all original people, then it's a flip of the coin whether it's gonna be good or not. So.
And they are rumored. The 3 shows, Mandalorian, Rangers of the New Republic, and Ahsoka, are rumored to cross over multiple times.
Which makes sense.
Yeah, because they're all in the same time period.
Okay,
let's jump to... I mean, that was an easy one just because we don't know much about it.
It's going to be a lot of them.
What are your thoughts on the live-action Pinocchio?
Didn't know that was a thing either.
They announced...
Tom Hanks is Geppetto?
Tom Hanks is
I
Geppetto.
have known about this.
Yes, but they gave a little title screen. That's one that I'll be like, okay, I'm okay about.
I've never watched the full Pinocchio.
But I'm also
cartoon.
I'm still completely like I'm not. That doesn't go anywhere above C. It's a live action remake. It's so lazy. That's all they've been doing.
Also, like, I don't want a live action remake that's not Treasure Planet.
We're the same person. It's like,
dude. Okay. Oh, real quick, who would you cast for live action Treasure Planet if it was like they're filming it now? It's gonna come out in 2021.
And it's an adaptation. It's not a continuation.
It could be either.
If we're still trying to get like a young Jim Hawkins and stuff.
Yeah, it's Hollywood though, so it could be 18, it could be 35.
Honestly, I'm feeling like a Joe Keery type.
Okay.
Because not Tom Holland. If you say Tom Holland, I will quit the podcast.
That's not. No, Yeah, I guess it's a different thing if we're adapting it and it's a teen. Let's say a sequel. It's a sequel.
We keep Joseph Gordon-Levitt for sure.
Oh, that's right.
100%.
Dude, Zac Efron though.
I mean, I wouldn't be against Zac Efron
because he's had that haircut. Yeah. And because I remember seeing that haircut like 2 years ago, or something being like Treasure Planet, and like just being like, ooh. I also Zac Efron's just my go-to casting for any white character, like just white dude.
My dream though is if they continue Treasure Planet stuff, it's in live action. I think that'd be a great Treasure Planet sequel that's live action. It's or either live action or same animation style.
Yes, I'd be okay with the sequel.
You cannot make it 3D animation. It would not translate.
Well, the reason it didn't get a sequel is because it was too expensive because
it's so good.
Yeah. Anywho.
Yeah. So we want to go Pinocchio D.
Yeah.
Or F. I mean,
I'll put him D.
I'm no, we're gonna give it F because I'm for sure watching any of the Star Wars shows, and we have a Star Wars show in D. I think
that's fair. I probably won't watch Pinocchio.
I think F is where we put stuff that we will watch if it's like shoved in our faces. We are not gonna go out of our way to watch.
Yeah, if everybody hits me up and they're like Pinocchio, best Disney.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, let's hop back to Marvel. How you feeling about Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness? Did you hear the announcement with that?
I did not.
They cast America Chavez. She will be in
it. Did we already know that?
It was rumored. It had not been confirmed. And I don't remember who they cast. She's a young girl though, so it's.
Yeah, because that name sounds familiar. I'll put that A, because that's.
I mean, it's important.
It's very important.
I'm worried. I'm worried for the same reason I'm worried about everything Marvel. Just in general nowadays, because it's like. I want a Doctor Strange movie. I don't need all these characters that you're tossing in here.
Yeah, it's got a pretty big cast list. I don't know. I think it's gonna be very important and super trippy and just weird and different, I guess.
My big thing is like, I'm not excited for WandaVision at all. No part of me is excited for WandaVision.
I'm excited just because it's the soonest that it's gonna come out.
Yeah, I mean it's the next Marvel content. It's the first Marvel content we'll get in over a year.
Yeah.
But. The fact that it's directly leading into that, WandaVision directly leads into Doctor Strange, and Doctor Strange doesn't come out for another year after WandaVision's out. It's like,
I mean, it's the same thing with like Infinity War and stuff like that.
But that's different. I feel like that's so different.
It is for sure different, but I don't know.
But, like,
I'm sure
again-
WandaVision will end on a note where it's like it's not a complete cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Like it's honestly probably gonna end with Doctor Strange walking up and being like, "Come with me." Like,
Did you hear the? So you didn't hear any. You only saw what was announced, tweeted and stuff.
I saw like 3 JPEGs.
So, we got one bit of Spider-Man news from Disney Investors Day that Kevin Feige, when he was talking about Doctor Strange, said that Doctor Strange will appear in Spider-Man. He I mean, we already knew that, but he said it.
Makes
and
sense.
that it is directly connected to Multiverse of Madness as well.
Dope. Which is obviously why we have every character in the whole
confirms the
world.
multiverse.
Yeah.
Both that everybody's been speculating.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I'm excited to see what Doctor Strange is. I'm a little scared, but like that's what I'm looking forward to for sure. Benedict Cumberbatch is a great casting for Stephen Strange, and
definitely.
he hasn't really got a proper time to shine yet.
Yeah.
Okay, so right now we're sitting with one thing in each letter. We're pretty uniform. Let's see if we can keep it.
Well, yeah.
We're gonna go to something that's different as well. You hear about the Mighty Ducks show?
I saw that someone tweeted about it, and I was like, one, I've not seen any Mighty Ducks movie.
Oh,
so
the first one's great.
All I know is that Emilio Estevez kind of looks like my dad. That's all.
The most because they showed a full trailer for it.
Yeah.
The most dramatic, unnecessarily dramatic bullshit. She's the main character's mom. The kid's mom is Lorelai Gilmore from the Gilmore Girls.
Shouts.
But her kid gets kicked off the hockey team, and so she's looking for a coach to build a misfit hockey team.
Okay.
And she's at this ice rink, and she walks in, and there's a Zamboni on the ice.
Oh.
And he walks out from behind the Zamboni, Emilio Estevez, and he goes, "If you're looking for skate rentals, that's up front."
Oh.
And it's just the most 90s line, and I'm here for it. You got Emilio Estevez, you have to lean into that.
Yeah, you gotta lean in. Yeah,
but
that's just purely a nostalgia ticket mixed with a
100%.
Disney Channel original movie
that
sports
being said,
thing.
though, it doesn't look good at all.
Yeah, I definitely, honestly,
I will not.
For me, that's F tier.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
100%. I won't watch Mighty Ducks unless somebody's like, "Hey, Mighty Ducks is great," and it's like, it's not gonna be great. Mighty Ducks show is not gonna be great. How are we feeling about Obi-Wan?
S tier.
Absolutely.
I don't care what it is.
Yeah,
give me as much
getting
Ewan McGregor. I do have questions about Hayden Christensen playing Darth Vader, but I'm just gonna wait till we get a trailer to know more. I just want flashbacks.
I would say I think we'll get flashbacks. I think there's no way we don't.
I just want to see them.
We'll either get
bros.
flashbacks or I could see Darth Vader force projecting like Luke did in Last Jedi.
Or
and we
Kylo
see Anakin
and Rey do
exactly
when they talk,
but we see Anakin. We don't see Vader. Also, it would be dope to see.
That'd be kind of cool, actually.
Would be dope to see Vader not in his suit when he's younger.
Yeah.
And he looks.
That would be kind of dope if he did what Luke did in The Last Jedi. It would really break some of the stuff that happens in the prequels or sequels. I mean, but not the original trilogy. God. Although, I'm also down to just see more Rogue One type Darth Vader fighting.
Oh,
which
I watched Rogue One last night just for that scene.
Heater.
You get to that scene, it's like, when the guy gets stabbed and it goes through the door as well. It's like, oh, that's Darth Vader for you, baby.
It's so good. Yeah, that was easy.
Yeah, I mean, the rumors that we'll get Rex or Cody is super dope too.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully Rex, because I like Rex more. But Cody
was closer with.
Yeah, Cody was closer with
Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan. But also, didn't Cody's chip get activated?
Pretty sure Cody, yeah. Because wasn't Cody in Revenge of the Sith?
Yeah.
He was on the same planet as Obi-Wan.
Yeah, so, I mean, if it's Cody, he finishes the job.
Well, he kills Obi-Wan?
I mean, he tries to finish the job.
Oh, interesting.
So we could see I
kind of like that.
An elite squad led by Cody to find and kill Obi-Wan.
Interesting. Okay.
I'm excited to see the transition from Obi-Wan to Ben, because we'll see that. We'll definitely see him become more hermit
get white hair as well.
Yeah, I mean,
desert face.
And so what we talked about this. I texted it to you. What the footage? I have an exclusive. What they showed for the investors during Obi-Wan that nobody got to see. It was literally just an interview with Ewan, just talking about
just being hyped. Yeah,
talking about how it feels right and what excites him the most is reuniting with Hayden. It's like that's dope.
Yeah,
that's so
nice.
cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm stoked for that one. I've been stoked for that one since they announced it.
I mean, we've been waiting for years for that.
And we finally got an announcement and a logo. And it's an event series is what they called it. So it'll be one season, I'm assuming.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense. Like, he's only got so much time.
And and Kathleen Kennedy, twice when she was presenting this, said rematch of the century. Which, again, could be like Luke fighting Kylo in Last Jedi. It's obviously it's not a rematch because unless there's a rematch between the rematch and the original.
What if they led in to A New Hope and they reshot scenes from New Hope? They wouldn't do that.
They won't do that because it's 10 years after Revenge of the Sith, so 15 years before New Hope.
I know, but I'm just saying what if...
No, absolutely. That would be... I'd be down for it.
Well, I mean, the one guy, FX and Post, already did that. Recreating that scene, but recreating it with old man makeup Ewan would be pretty dope.
Yep.
Damn.
Okay, next one. I mean, let's talk about this one right now because it's sad. Black Panther 2. Did you hear the confirmation for that?
Yeah, they're not recasting
Chadwick.
They're just gonna kind of ignore it.
So Ryan Coogler is rewriting the script right now.
Interesting. I mean, that's the only thing that they can do.
Yep.
So it's just kind of like.
I'm interested to see the route that they go. I hope it's the right choice.
I wish they would take more time. Like, they just didn't talk about it.
Yep.
Like, I guess it's good for them to get out of the way and be like, we're not going to recast it, don't worry. But I don't want to see that for a few more years.
I'm interested to see what they do.
Yeah.
I think we should rank it mid. Because
I'll put it A because I'm very... Well, okay, how about B?
I was going to say, I think B. Because, again, it's going to be a good movie.
B for Black Panther.
It's going to be a good movie. And... Because like Ryan Coogler is great, like he's and I'm just interested to see what they do, and I think they're in a bad place. Like it's hard to figure it out.
Not really much, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's do another one we can fly through. A Droid Story.
D.
Oh, you're not gonna watch A Droid Story?
D for Droid. I might if I hear that it's good.
I mean, it's an animated show about R2 and 3PO mentoring a younger droid.
No, I'm done with 3PO.
You're done with 3PO?
Yeah.
I'm fine with D. It's a children's show. It's not made for us. What about She-Hulk? Did you hear the announcements for She-Hulk?
It's not the chick from Community.
It never was going to be the chick from Community.
I thought that was a rumor.
The rumor was that they were looking for somebody Allison Brie like. They never once said they wanted Allison Brie, which is dirty.
I wanted Allison Brie.
So did I. No, but it's that girl who was announced like a week ago, or not a week ago, like a month ago, and then she started denying it heavily, and so everybody's like, "Wait, was she actually cast?" And then they just finally confirmed it. But they also confirmed Tim Roth, who played Abomination, is coming back.
Saw that,
and Mark Ruffalo will be in it.
And there's a rumor that Daredevil is introduced in She-Hulk before Spider-Man 3.
So yeah, that's what I was about to say. Kevin Feige said she's a superhero. She's a lawyer who specializes in superhero problems, so you never know who's gonna show up. And it's like. Everybody's like, oh, he's just hinting at other characters showing up. But it's like, no, because it's a Marvel property. Other characters are always going to show up.
Yeah, there's always going to be a cameo.
So specifically saying she's a lawyer for superhero problems is 100% hinting at Daredevil.
Yeah. And I would want Daredevil, Charlie Cox, and everything.
Yeah. I mean,
he's everybody's lawyer.
Yeah, I love that man. I'm worried if he is brought into the MCU via the Spider-Man movie, just because that's gonna be there's so much going on. I want more for him just because I love that guy.
What if he's like defending like Andrew Garfield's Peter Parker in like
for Gwen Stacy's death? I mean, Charlie Cox and Andrew Garfield that's a power duo. I'm all down for that.
Yeah, like what if that universe's Daredevil is already teaming? Nah, that's too much. We'll just let it happen. Yeah. As long as he's in there, that's all I care about.
I'm just as long as it's Charlie Cox.
Yeah.
That's all I need. I don't bring Ben Affleck back because we're doing this shit. All I need is Charlie Cox.
They would never bring Ben Affleck back to that role.
But yeah, no, I'm excited for it. It's probably mid-tier for me though, just because we don't know much about it.
I would say B.
I was gonna say I'd say B or C
because it's definitely more than Hawkeye for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah. because it's a new character.
It's a new
It's
character.
finally introduced, and like Mark Ruffalo will be there, but for how long? Who knows? It might just be
he's gonna be like an episode.
a single
two.
episode cameo.
Yeah. Well, he'll probably be there for her origin.
Yeah. And aren't they cousins?
Yeah, it's a blood transfusion.
Yeah.
I got hepatitis C from a horse. No confusion. It wasn't from the sex. It was a blood transfusion.
I hated that. Let's go Bad Batch.
C.
I mean, I'm gonna go D.
Oh.
I just don't give a shit.
Fair. That's why I was giving it a C, but sure, give it a D.
I know that's an unpopular opinion.
I like how the logo looks like it says bad bitch.
I was gonna say also the amount of tweets I saw on Thursday about people be like, LOL, thought that said bad bitch.
I almost photoshopped it the first time I saw it, but then I was like, this has been done. Like
I haven't seen it actually photoshopped.
Which maybe it hasn't been done, but it was like
but the joke is
yeah.
But you could have added layers to the joke.
True.
No, but yeah, it's
like an onion.
I didn't finish Clone Wars, so
I did, but I don't think I stayed strong throughout the first few seasons. Like
Yeah.
I've not seen every episode, but I saw the last season.
It's just, and I know it's been this point has been beaten to death, but that animation is so ugly.
Not a fan.
I hate that animation so much.
It looks good in the last season, but it's still not great.
Yeah, but it's still that weird,
yeah,
like
blocky Lego looking.
It feels like it's a Cartoon Network action show, which is what it was, and they just never really tried to fix it.
Yeah. What's next?
I Am Groot,
which is animated.
We have no idea.
Oh,
they kind of flew through it. It's about Baby Groot though.
Oh, C.
It's gonna be a children's show, so I'm good with C.
I'll watch it if there's like cameos from
exactly.
real character, like if Star-Lord's in it or something.
You hear about the Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers?
John Mulaney and Andy Samberg.
Yes, which I am.
And they're just voices, right?
They're just, but it's a Space Jam situation, where it's the animated characters in the real world. It's a hybrid.
C.
I'm going B. I mean, I can say C just because we don't know enough about it.
I can't give it the same level as
That's
Black
fair.
Panther. That's not.
That's disrespectful. That's fair. Also, Seth Rogen's gonna be in it.
Well, we love that.
Role is unconfirmed. Yeah, but we'll know as soon as he laughs.
It's just Seth Rogen getting high and he sees Chip and Dale everywhere he goes.
I mean, see, that would be
that would be great.
Yes. I'm gonna go with the deepest cut I put on here from this presentation. It's a Nat Geo show. It's called Limitless. Do you hear about this one?
As in the Bradley Cooper.
No. So it's Chris Hemsworth, and literally all he's doing is pushing his body to the extreme limit.
S tier. I would love. That's honestly awesome.
There's a trailer for it, and it's like him diving into like Arctic waters and stuff, and then he gets out and he's like, "I'm never doing that again." But it's just Chris Hemsworth doing.
I am super down for that. I wish it was a sequel to the Bradley Cooper movie, Limitless,
and not
starring Chris Hemsworth,
and not Chris Hemsworth just being like, "Hey, do whatever you want with my body." Oh, that sounded weird.
That being said, if he can up the ante and do what Zac Efron tried to do with Netflix, but better.
That's exactly what it feels like, except him being like,
it's about me, not random things.
Yeah, it's not him like discovering himself. It's like, how far can I push this? Like,
damn, that's crazy. I hope he maxes out his bench. Like, that would be fucking dope. Chris Hemsworth is just with like 4 plates and he starts. He just becomes
He becomes Thor. We're gonna toss that. We should toss that high.
I'm thinking B.
Yeah, I mean we had a lot of conversation about it.
And I mean Hemsworth seems dope.
Yeah, he's my favorite of the Chris's.
It's tough. It's tough with Evans.
Oh yeah.
I mean I've styled my whole look today off of Mr. Evans and Knives Out. So
let's go to one we can do quick. Peter Pan and Wendy, live action Peter Pan.
Oh, I didn't know this.
And
do we have a casting?
We have a casting for for Captain Hook and Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell she's in the show Grownish. I don't remember her name. She's a person of color though, which is great.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I would have said Ana de Armas for Tinkerbell if I had to pick.
That's
but it's not.
Jude
so that's
Law
fine.
is Captain Hook. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, it's
fantastic.
It's a good casting.
Yeah, no, I love that. That's awesome.
I mean,
Peter Pan is Tom Holland. That actually could work.
He's too old now.
He's well, I don't know. They could do another high school Spider-Man movie. They shouldn't. Like he shouldn't be centered around high school, but like he does still have like that boyish.
I mean,
I think he's just got clear skin.
Let's not get into Tom Holland.
Okay, fair.
But yeah, should we put that D because it's still a live action remake?
I'm gonna give it C.
Okay,
Peter Pan's like one of my favorite Disney characters.
I love Peter Pan. I'm down to put that one higher. I'm trying to eliminate things because we're gonna.
Let's do that Indiana Jones because I did not know that was a thing.
Oh, you didn't know that?
No.
Okay, so the final installment of Indiana Jones was announced. It is directed by James Mangold, who did Logan and Ford versus Ferrari. Oscar-winning Ford versus Ferrari.
X-Men?
No, just Logan.
No, just Logan. Okay.
Which is the best X-Men.
Yeah.
Harrison Ford is returning. That's the only casting we've got. Do you remember Do you remember the rumors that probably a year back when Chris Pratt was going to be Indiana Jones?
Yes.
Were you on board with that?
I feel like it was more than like a year ago. That was like 3 years
okay,
ago.
I mean, time is.
Yeah, I feel like that was.
I mean, to be fair, we've almost been in 2020 for a year.
Am I right? It's been like a decade, bro. It's so long. 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, at the time, I just remember being like.
Well, see, that was before he was problematic as well.
That was, yeah.
And so, but people
also, like, I would rather him just be Star-Lord. Like, as far as like franchise running
for
things,
sure.
like he should do what other actors like do something else, like one-off movies. You know, whether that's like a comedy or another action movie.
Pick a franchise, stick in the franchise.
Yeah,
but I mean, he's already in Jurassic World as well.
That's true.
But that's
I do prefer Star-Lord over.
Oh, absolutely, 100%. But yeah, Indiana Jones. It's confirmed as the Kathleen Kennedy said the final installment. We have not heard anything about Shia LaBeouf. Literally, all we got was that Harrison Ford was returning. I think story-wise, if they're continuing off Crystal Skull, he has to return.
Yeah, that'd be weird if he didn't.
But who knows? I mean, I'm interested. I love Logan, and so a Logan-esque movie, but for Indiana Jones could be dope.
Oh, that'd be kind of dope. If he was like a drunk and like angry and like evil kind of low key. Like he's just like super dark.
Should have sold that and not put it in a museum.
He's just assassinating people.
Jeez.
I don't know why I went there, but
it's sad because Sean Connery can't come back.
Rip.
R.I.P.
I'll give that a cautiously optimistic C. For cautiously optimistic.
Yeah, C for cautiously optimistic. Okay, we'll do our last Disney one before we focus on Star Wars and Marvel.
Sounds good.
Lightyear.
Oh, A.
I agree with A tier. It's such it's
obviously Toy Story is already such a high level.
This is because see, I was worried. I think Toy Story 4 is not very good. I don't like Toy Story 4
I didn't see
much.
it.
It really
vetoed and I said nah.
Did you? I'm assuming you enjoyed 3.
Yeah. It
good. Really dampens 3's ending like
that's why
heavily.
Yeah.
And like it still has a good ending and stuff, and it's like you have to end it there. Don't keep doing these definitive endings and then keep going.
Well, like an Indiana Jones sequel.
Yeah, exactly.
Crystal Skull.
Exactly.
What is your opinion of that cartoon? The cartoon Buzz Lightyear.
I was a fan of it.
I like that a lot.
I don't remember it specifically.
Oh, I watched that more than Toy Story 3.
It was way before Toy Story 3, right?
Yeah, great point. Because I watched it just as much as I watched Toy Story 2 growing up.
It was on that. It was whatever. It's Disney XD now.
It's whatever it was before.
Whatever
that,
it was.
But we had it on DVD because it was a full length.
Yeah.
Movie.
Oh no.
Yeah.
It was a movie and then the spin-off show, right?
Yes. So I'm more talking about the movie. Yeah. I didn't really watch the show.
I remember the movie more than I remember the show. That was like that's what
dope.
you want.
Yeah.
And so like if they do something like
also
that,
the beginning of Toy Story 2.
Yeah, exactly.
When
where
it's Buzz Lightyear,
the video game. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just all that stuff is always so fun. Making Buzz Lightyear like an actual like hero.
Yeah. Also, Chris Evans. Yeah.
But like I was thinking about it last night. You got Tim Allen. And Tim Allen is Tim Allen. But like Chris Evans is the perfect person. If you're doing voice, the perfect person to voice a young Tim Allen without a doubt.
Also, like Buzz Lightyear is supposed to be like a Superman-esque space
hero,
style, like a Green Lantern mixed with Superman type of thing.
And like
he's
Captain America-esque where he's
exactly
the casting 100% makes sense.
It's so perfect. And also like Chris Evans is not necessarily jumping onto a franchise that's going to be a billion movies long.
Yeah, I mean it's just a Buzz Lightyear origin movie.
Exactly.
Which it's so that's the way you continue that kind of stuff. You don't try to squeeze out Toy Story 5 with the
full cast and everything, and no, I think that's good, and no one wants a Forky spinoff.
No. Miss Marvel.
Excited. New character. Does she come out before She-Hulk? Do we have dates on
I
that?
don't remember the date.
Okay.
I think it's before.
That would make
because they're filming right now.
because they have footage actually.
They showed footage in that little. They're filming right now.
So that'll be cool because that'll be the first original character introduced through Disney Plus.
Yep.
On the Marvel side of things.
Yeah, because it'll be her and then She-Hulk and Moon Knight. We'll get to that later though.
Anyways, yes.
But
and
it's a good for me. I know it's a lot of the diversity in this phase feels very forced. Personally, it's like, why haven't you been doing this earlier? But
but also just.
But I'm thinking of my niece, who's gonna be able to see this young girl superhero and have something. And it's
which is the same reason why I let the Avengers.
The A-Force
Endgame, the A-Force moment pass, because it's no, that's cool for someone.
Exactly. Yeah. It's just being able to think that. This might not be my speed completely for Miss Marvel,
but it's not going to be far off.
Exactly. Yeah. It's still gonna be Marvel, but it might. And I like that they're kind of branching out different avenues, and it's not going to be the same cookie cutter.
Yeah, my only problem with it, not even a problem, but my lack of interest is I don't think Miss Marvel's powers are cool. in any sense.
Well,
at least the big fist part. I'm just kind of okay, cool, whatever.
The interesting thing about that is she gets her powers from Inhumans.
Captain Marvel.
I thought it was from the Inhumans.
You're right.
It's from the Terrigen, right?
It's from the Inhuman Mist, but it's she's gonna be in Captain Marvel too.
Yeah, but.
So I assume they won't be doing the Inhuman stuff.
I've read a few theories that
it's gonna be Skrull Mist.
No, it will still be the Inhumans are gonna be reintroduced.
Oh no!
Which is scary, 100%.
They should just do X-Men instead of
just use the Eternals and just twist it. But that there will be a Terrigen bomb explosion in not Captain America, Falcon Winter Soldier. That will give people. That'll kind of introduce the Inhumans, which again should be X-Men. It should be, but yeah, whatever. I'm willing to give that a B. I'm not super I'm excited. I'm not stoked.
And also all the Marvel stuff for me is I'm gonna watch it.
100%. Marvel, anything live action Marvel or Star Wars that is put out, I'm watching it.
I don't know if I can sign off on that, but I will for Marvel.
I mean.
I might not watch Cassian Andor, but we'll get there.
We're gonna fight about that one.
Get there.
Let's just go there right now.
All right.
Let's do Andor.
F.
Oh, you were a piece of shit. Mine was a B. So we're gonna have to land somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. It just doesn't Also,
which is fair.
His whole thing of being well, we were all worried when we were on set of Rogue One that everyone was gonna die. And we really just wanted to continue this amazing story that we built, and
to be fair,
which sure, if
you're
I was signed on to a Star Wars movie, I want to make more than one.
You're an actor in a Star Wars movie, and they're you're dying off in this. I'm damn.
Yeah, no, I get that from that point, but just as the scope of Rogue One, it's they did it, cool,
yeah,
that's a good whatever.
The reason I'm excited for this is because I think that we will get what we should have gotten Mandalorian, where we will see, for a while, we'll see the dark undertones of Star Wars, because he's a spy.
Yeah.
And do you remember his intro in Rogue One?
It was pretty dark. He just murks.
He just kills. It's a mercy killing, but he still just kills the guy. So it could be
very Han Solo.
It could be super interesting, and he says that he's been in it since he was 6. We'll get a bunch of interesting backstory. I really hope they don't try to tie it too heavily to anything that's existing right now.
That's my problem with the location of it, just in the timeline, is it's just ripe to be there's R2-D2.
That's all of that's a huge chunk of the shows are falling in that in between 3 and 4, where it's anything can tie it together if they really wanted it to.
Yeah, which
I don't know. I'm excited. I think it's gonna be good.
I mean, I don't think it's gonna be bad. I just am not interested at all.
And I like Diego Luna. He's a very charming man.
I can't think of anything he's been in besides Rogue One.
Neither can I. And I've watched a few interviews. Oh, and
D-list it is. D for Diego.
D for Diego. I mean, I guess.
Go Diego, go.
He was, or we could do A for Andor. That's what it's called.
God, no.
Blade.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. There was
Ali.
There was no announcements whatsoever except Kevin Feige was
still doing that.
Remember when we announced Blade? Yeah, it's still happening.
It's going.
Blade, I'm all for. I think perfect casting.
I want him to see
Morbius?
I want Morbius and Blade to cross over so Blade can kill him.
Yeah, I mean, just so we can watch Jared Leto's character die. But yeah, no, I think it's a perfect casting, and I'm glad that they're not constricting themselves because he was in Luke Cage. That they allowed, because that would have been a mistake.
I'm okay with the Netflix shows being phased out of canon as long as they keep the good actors.
I mean,
Charlie
Cox and John Bernthal. That's all I need.
Yep.
That's all I need.
Yep.
You could please recast Danny Rand.
I don't hate if they keep. I don't know the actor's name for Luke Cage.
Mike Coulter.
He was good, but like
he was fine. Like he wasn't anything. Like they can get another guy. Get Terry Crews.
I don't hate that. Terry Crews might be too old.
But he's also I only say that because he's made jokes a few times about wanting to do it.
I mean, he's a huge bald black dude. Like he's made for the role.
But yeah, no, I think I'm willing to put this A tier. I'm just A. It would be S tier if we got more information.
Yes.
The fact that we didn't get,
dude, if even if it was just like an image, like
a concept art,
or no, like an official like just photo shoot, like
yeah.
one, or even like a little teaser like we got for the Batman in the Red Room, which also used that same exact set for Blade. Like it would work perfectly.
Like so that we just did Blade. Let's go Ahsoka.
Honestly, I'm more excited for it just because it's Jedi stuff and Thrawn.
The main reason I'm happy that this is happening is that Mandalorian is not going to get the fact that we're getting actual Mandalorian spin-offs. Mandalorian isn't going to have to get muddied by all of these different conflicts. He has no quarrel with Thrawn.
Exactly.
Like none of that needs. They don't need to go forward. Like he doesn't need to be involved in any of that. And again, I'm not the biggest fan of Rosario Dawson. I don't think she was the best casting. I'm not.
Who would you have cast?
I don't know.
I'm not even trying to put you on the spot.
I have no idea.
Okay.
Yeah,
honestly, I don't know why they didn't, but why not the girl with the voice?
They said she doesn't. They were saying she didn't look right, and it's like fair. I guess.
Don't even know what she looks like. So.
Also, she's a fashion designer.
Oh, good for
which
her.
Is like she's and all of it's like Star Wars themed.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a little much.
I was kind of with it there for a second. I was like, all right, what up, Virgil? But no.
But yeah, I'm just not. Again, I didn't watch all of Clone Wars. I don't have a huge attachment to Ahsoka, which I think was the biggest problem with the Ahsoka episode for me. Is that it's like, yeah, and also what I know of Ahsoka, she didn't feel like Ahsoka. She wasn't sassy enough.
Yeah, I miss some lightsaber fights.
Yeah, exactly. That's 100%. That's why I'm excited for Obi-Wan too. It's like we're getting lightsabers,
which I'm sure we'll actually probably get more lightsabers in Ahsoka.
Oh, for sure. Oh yeah, because he's
still
going
actively doing things.
He's going hermit style, and we've seen that she's not afraid to whip those lightsabers
She be using them.
Can we toss that C tier? We put Cassie in D tier. Can we put that in? I don't want to put that. I know, not B.
Not B?
No, it does not belong with Black Panther 2.
Okay, yeah, I'm fine with C tier.
We can go C. In C tier, it's still above Rangers of the New Republic, which is...
Yeah.
Let's go back to Marvel. Let's talk Moon Knight. Hyped. Very interesting thing, though. They did not announce a casting.
Good. They probably haven't done it yet.
Well, I mean, remember the rumors a few weeks ago? It was Oscar
Isaac, but
then he got Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
So
which,
I
honestly,
wonder.
I liked the idea to have Oscar Isaac, but I'd be okay if we went a little bit younger. Because how old is Oscar Isaac? Like 39.
Yeah, he's definitely
not that he's
on the older end.
All Hollywood people are never gonna age out of roles because Hollywood people are immortal and they're just lizard people. That being said, I think it would be cooler to get like a not younger, but like late 20s, like an origin story. Like that. Yeah. That's a character that I want to see an origin story.
Kevin Feige talked about how it's based in Egyptian mythology and he has the multiple personalities.
Good.
They are going the route with multiple personalities.
Good. I just hope that he is not from Egyptian mythology, but he stumbles upon.
Yeah, because isn't that the actual origin?
In the comics. Yeah. So he's a guy in the modern age.
Yeah.
But I don't know why I keep thinking this, like as we're talking about this, but someone like a Fight Club era Jared Leto is what is in my head. Like a little bit. What
about just Jared Leto?
I'm also just thinking of I'm probably thinking of Fight Club because of the plot twist of Fight Club would be similar to Moon Knight with but yeah, kind of like can be straight edge,
pretty boy,
but also not at the same. But can just
flip
flip it on
unhinged
and off.
pretty boy.
Yes.
I can't think of anybody.
I can't think of anyone off the top of my head, but
They got to be yoked.
Zac Efron.
Yeah.
No, I honestly don't think he would be good for that. There's.
I'm glad you can admit it.
No, there's like 5 other.
What
Marvel
about
heroes that he could be?
What about the guy who played Billy in Stranger Things?
Oh, I don't hate that.
Because I mean, we've seen him be very unhinged.
He's done both, yeah.
And a little, he played racist a little too well.
Ooh.
I know. I'm not accusing anybody of anything. He's great though. Like he's
good. Dockeray.
Is it Dockeray or is it Dacker?
Dockeray Montgomery. Dockeray.
Put that in A or B.
I'm gonna put that in A.
Yeah, I think that's the show I'm most excited for.
I think so too, especially because it has so much potential.
Yeah.
Being a character that's not reliant on another character like
exactly.
She-Hulk and Captain Marvel.
Hopefully it can stay just a Moon Knight show for a little bit at least.
Like we get the season 1 of Daredevil where it's its own thing.
Exactly.
And then season 2 we get
Daredevil shows up.
I mean the Marvel Knights, it's like Daredevil, Spider-Man, and Moon Knight, and one more. I think Iron Fist.
Yeah. I mean, I hate Iron Fist. They got to recast that one.
Oh, 100%. They could even just replace Iron Fist with Shang-Chi as far as like that foursome goes.
Yeah, let's keep going. Shang-Chi. Speaking of Shang-Chi, we got a cast announcement. Nothing new. They got character names. No, I didn't recognize any of them.
Yeah.
That is the movie I'm most excited for. That's the MCU movie I'm most excited for because it's so unique.
I'm gonna agree, but not fully lock that in because I can't think of the full slate right now. But
I mean, we'll get through it.
Actually, no, I think I'm more excited for Blade.
Okay, that's fair, but I'm still scared about Blade not, getting that delay. I don't know. I just feel like there's danger with Blade right now.
Yeah.
But no, I think it's same level as Blade for me.
Yeah, that's fair.
But no, just something different, set in a different country. Like,
yeah,
it will be completely. My biggest.
But it is tied into Iron Man though because of the 10 rings.
But how much?
That's the question.
Yeah,
because the one guy's been cast, the bald dude.
I'm fine with it being connected to Iron Man.
Yeah,
because Tony Stark's not going to show up.
No, I know. I'm just as long as it doesn't end up like when Tony Stark
attacked
our village,
he caused this. If Tony Stark
yeah.
creates one more villain in the MCU. I mean, except we'll talk about Armor Wars in a little bit. But,
yeah, true.
But no, I think I'm willing to put Shang-Chi A tier as well.
Yeah.
Same level as Blade for sure.
Definitely
an exciting one. Looking forward to.
I like how we just have all the ones that are getting movies are A tier.
True. Let's go back to Star Wars. Let's do Rogue Squadron. That is the Patty Jenkins directed film that will be coming out in like 3 years.
So when I heard about that, I was like, meh. But then I saw that video she put out on Twitter, and I was like,
so dope.
Yo, that kind of went hard. Like I liked the hype video type of.
Yep. And they didn't show that.
They didn't
during the thing at all. They just said Kathleen Kennedy said that she's doing the movie about Rogue Squadron, and then went directly to talking about other stuff. But as soon as she said that was tweeted.
Dope.
But no, I'm stoked for that one. I think a Top Gun-esque movie about X-Wing pilots.
I think B tier.
Yeah, I still don't I'm not clear on where it is in the timeline, which I'm down with.
I would assume that it's post Return of the Jedi.
There's rumors that it's also post Rise of Skywalker though.
Oh, I could see that.
Yeah, either or makes sense.
Led by Poe would be cool.
Or
Oscar. Oh, yeah. We were just talking about him. I genuinely was about to say Oscar Isaac as Moon Knight, and then I was like, oh, wait, that's the same guy. Because in my head, the whole time we were talking about him earlier, I was picturing the photo of him from Dune with the beard. And then I was like, Poe, the guy who plays Poe would be great as Moon Knight. And then I was like, Adoy!
It's just the shape.
They truly a different, like, that beard is nice.
That fits the multiple personalities that you identified him as two different people because of the beard.
What if Moon Knight is played by Edward Norton and Brad Pitt? Yo, it's Edward Norton as his secret identity, but Brad Pitt plays Moon Knight. That's actually kind of hard.
Captain Marvel 2. I'm gonna put it in D just because of how bad how bad the first one was.
Yeah.
But I am a little optimistic because we got a new director. We've got it's set modern day. Miss Marvel's gonna be in it. Monica Rambeau is gonna be in it from WandaVision.
Yep, and she is also the kid from.
Yeah, exactly. So like it'll there's a lot that could go right with it, but again, bad omens from the start.
Yeah.
Also,
Brie Larson's a touchy
Yeah, I mean, she was too. It's like
love her or hate her.
I don't have any problem with her. I have a problem with the way she handles herself on the Endgame press tour and stuff like that. It's like a little too defensive.
Yeah.
But no, like I like her work.
Yeah, no, I can't think of a bad movie she's done besides Captain Marvel.
we're running out of Star Wars ones, so
let's just go from the top.
Okay, Secret Invasion. 100% leading into the next Avengers movie, without a doubt. I am stoked for that because I love Ben Mendelsohn.
Show or movie?
Show.
Okay.
It's Nick Fury and Talos, who are trying to find Skrulls that have integrated themselves into society.
Very interesting.
As long as the Skrulls are evil Skrulls, because I know that they made the good ones. I don't want it being like.
I liked that twist.
I did as well, but I don't want it. I don't feel like you can.
You can't do it twice.
And you can't be like, hey, I know you're not causing any problems, but you got to get off Earth.
Yeah,
that's a weird metaphor.
Yeah. You're taking all our jobs. These damn Skrulls are taking our jobs.
But no, I mean, more Sam Jackson as Nick Fury, I'm always down for. And I mean, it'll probably connect directly to the Far From Home end credit scene. Yeah, like I'm interested. And I think without a doubt it will lead into the next Avengers movie.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
I think
we'll get a Secret Wars. Or
probably the
lines.
end of Secret Invasion will reveal that one of the Avengers was a Skrull.
Interesting. Who do you think
Hawkeye? That's how they kill off Hawkeye.
Well,
yeah. Since Endgame, so maybe that person didn't actually come back.
Oh yeah, well it's like a Harry Potter 4 situation where Don Cheadle's been locked in a closet for 4 years and it's just been a Skrull pretending to be War Machine, which they can't do because of Armor Wars, but something like that.
So I'm willing to put that one C or B.
B.
Just because it sounds fun.
Sounds fun and is ripe for cameos.
Yep.
But in a fun way.
Yep. Ironheart.
Do we know anything besides casting?
We just got the casting.
Okay, and it's just her.
And she looks great.
Okay, yeah. But she's the only
she's
casting
the only
we got.
casting.
Okay. I would say an optimistic C.
Yes, because I don't know enough yet.
I don't know enough. It's also a little early
and it's
for an Iron Man replacement.
But it's weird because it's like we've never seen this girl interact with Iron Man. And this quickly she's replacing him. Yeah. So how are they gonna? I don't want to. You know how I feel with the Tony Stark, them pulling that thread as long as possible.
Yeah.
Okay, and connected to that, Armor Wars. I'm much more excited about this one for one possibility and one possibility alone.
More Justin Hammer.
Justin Hammer's return.
Yeah, that's true.
That I was thinking about the other night. I was like, it was Thursday night. I was like, shit. It could just be Don Cheadle versus
Justin Hammer,
Sam Rockwell the entire time. Which I'm so down for. I feel like that's the right way to continue doing Iron Man stuff.
Yeah. No, that'll be fun.
And I love Don Cheadle.
Yeah. I mean, he's honestly been underused. Not in a bad way where it's a criminal underuse, but he's just not had a lot to do since Iron Man 2.
Yeah.
Which, fair enough. There's a lot happening.
I mean, I
plenty of other characters.
I hate his role in Iron Man 3. It's like, what if we make him the Iron Patriot and he's the president's bodyguard? I know.
I was just trying to think. I was like, oh yeah, he's makes fun of him for having a panic attack and then gets captured. Bro, just feel better.
But I do love. He has one of the best lines in Age of Ultron. Boom! Looking for this. When he's telling that story, that party scene, man.
That party scene is.
It's one of the best MCU scenes. In one of the worst MCU movies.
Yeah.
Where we toss Armor Wars and C or B.
C.
Yeah. I do think same level. I think that we have more hype about it because we know more about it because we know about War Machine and stuff.
As opposed to
Ironheart, which is very questionable. Ant-Man and the Wasp. Quantumania.
I'm honestly excited because of that title.
The title is fun. The title's a big flex.
Yeah.
Very upsetting for the girl who played Cassie Lang in Endgame. She got recast.
Why? Do we know?
No idea.
No idea.
I went immediately to her Twitter to see if she said anything about it, and she hasn't. I mean, it might be she has other projects and stuff, and she's in college. Like, could have been. And Catherine Newton, I think is her name.
I do not know.
The new girl, something like that. She is more of a known actress. She's in the new Freaky movie with Vince Vaughn.
Oh, what
the Freaky Friday horror
Freaky
movie?
Friday,
yeah, she's actually doing
done
stuff.
more bigger things. Yeah.
So it makes sense.
Yeah.
Kang the Conqueror's intro is in this though, which is very interesting.
That I did not know, and brings it up a level for me. I don't know where that jump went from, but
Jonathan Majors is playing him. I don't know what he's been in.
Same.
But he looks good. It's 100%. I'm interested to see where this leads for sure.
Interesting.
I'm going to give a B. Not B. Yes, B.
B.
Because man, give me all the Paul Rudd you got.
Yeah, Paul Rudd's fantastic, and he's always. The problem is I like him more with bouncing off other characters, which obviously Ant-Man now has plenty of other characters in his. It
took
universe.
A second though.
Yeah.
And then we see him with Cap and stuff in Civil War. And it's
It's so good
when you got the star-studded ability.
It's
good. The more it's better when it's the more stoic characters because you have Luis and he's hilarious.
Yeah.
But
it's funnier when he bounces off.
Exactly.
And he's great in Endgame. Off of everybody.
Yep. The Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special.
F.
Do you know any of the details about this?
No.
So they're filming it while they film 3. It'll come out the Christmas before 3, so it'll come out Christmas 2023, I believe, or 2022. Yeah. One of them comes out in 2023. I'm not sure if it's the movie or the holiday special. I'm not excited for it at all. I think it's a cash grab.
It's a cash grab, and I'm out on the Guardians, honestly. If Thor's if it's not as Guardians of the Galaxy, I don't want to see it.
Speaking of Thor, we got our Thor news.
Thor: Love and Thunder.
Thor: Love and Thunder with Christian Bale confirmed playing the villain.
Nice.
Gore the God Butcherer.
Did not hear that.
Yes, he's the villain, which I was hoping.
I was
hoping for Beta Ray Bill.
He's not Beta Ray Bill.
But it's okay. I mean, Christian Bale as a villain is always.
He's gonna be good. Yeah, he's gonna be great. He's just playing Dick Cheney.
Personally, S tier for me.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Yeah. I would say what else is in S tier right now?
It's Always Sunny and Obi-Wan.
Yeah, I'm more excited for Thor than those two.
I mean, It's Always Sunny is just kind of a joke.
Well, it's yeah.
Okay, and then we got Star Wars Visions, which is the 12-part animated series that will be done by 12 different anime artists.
Kind of like the Netflix Love and Robots thing.
Exactly, but it's Star Wars and anime, which is cool. Who knows? I'm down with it.
Yeah, I'm down to give that a B or a C just because it's
exactly. We saw that there was a little bit of concept art, but it was just looked like somebody drew Star Wars characters in anime style. There's no, which I mean it'll probably be pretty cool, and that's just a fun way to explore more of the universe. Eternals.
See.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm excited because it's a movie, but other than that, if it was coming out soon, do we know what date we have on this?
It is after Shang-Chi now.
So I think it's 2022.
I think it's the end because there's 4 movies coming out next year. Because we got Black Widow, then we got Shang-Chi, then we got Eternals.
I might not watch Black Widow just out of spite.
To prove a point. And then we got Spider-Man at the end of 2021, which I believe will get delayed. Will get pushed into the start of 2022. Yeah. Because they're just now filming it too. They've already filmed Eternals and Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
And Black Widow's been done for a year. Black Widow will have been delayed a full calendar year because it's coming out in May.
I hate it. I already hate it so
much. And that's the problem. I'm going to go in with that spite in my heart. I'm going to be so mad I'm not going to be able to enjoy it, even if I would enjoy it.
Yeah, this might be the Dark Phoenix of the MCU.
Okay, we got Marvel What If.
Honestly, A tier.
I'm pretty excited for What If. They showed a new trailer.
The trailer was cool. The animations is a bit more 3D than I was expecting.
But it's also not.
It's not, but
it's weird.
It's the weird cell shaded combination of the two. I was hoping it'd be way more just 2D, but it still looks really cool.
I do think,
and our final appearance of Chadwick.
Yeah, the more we got of that was super interesting with Yondu, because I didn't know how they were gonna go about that. So it's gonna be, what if Yondu abducted a kid from Wakanda instead of Missouri?
Yeah,
and that's fantastic. Like that's a
could have easily just as happened.
100%. He could have landed
spaceship landing anywhere. Yeah.
But I do think there might be episodes that I might not watch, like, because that'll be something that's like
if Yondu picks up Black Panther, does that mean Black Panther's dad is Ego in this parallel universe?
Interesting, because he was
because the only reason he picked him up, it wasn't like a random hey, there's a kid, get him. What if they
or they just won't explore that at all?
Yeah, they might just ignore it. But
I'm stoked for the zombies episode.
That'll be cool.
I'm not
interesting because was Bucky wearing the Captain America outfit during that?
I don't think he was, but he was definitely there.
Yeah.
I am interested in the Peggy Carter Captain America, Captain Britain one, but like that's not something that's like a driving force for me to watch.
No, if that was the main one that they showed, I'd be like, cool.
It's very interesting though, the concept that if she became the super soldier, Steve Rogers would get the first Iron Man suit. I like that line of logic.
I missed that.
So you see
I saw that the Iron
Giant.
Yeah.
It wasn't revealed in this one in an old trailer. It pops up and it's small Steve Rogers inside of it.
Oh.
Which is, and I mean they got Jeffrey Wright as the Watcher, which is
that was cool.
A very good casting.
So that confused me then, because there's a line in the trailer where she says that you already have your super soldier. So was that in reference to the Iron Giant?
I don't know.
The...
I wasn't paying that much attention. I was like, wow, it looks pretty cool.
Because when she said that, I assumed that meant that she was number 2 after Steve.
Interesting.
But could be either.
Yeah, either way. I don't like. How are they gonna structure it? Is it just gonna be like a cartoon show, where it's like, hey, this week it's what if this, or is it gonna?
I kind of prefer that, honestly.
Or is there gonna be like Doctor Strange is in this dimension with the Watcher, and he's like, this is what could have been.
I don't mind if that's the through line, but yeah, no, I'm very optimistic about that.
Yeah, I think that's a fun one. No, we're gonna skip. We're gonna do that one last. WandaVision.
We're doing WandaVision?
No. We're doing the next one last. I'm going on the other end. WandaVision.
C.
I would say D.
All right, D.
I just like.
It's cool because it's coming out next month.
Yes, my biggest problem with WandaVision is it feels like Kevin Feige saw all the criticism that the MCU was being too much the same, and he's like, okay, we're gonna make this one real different. And it feels too gimmicky. I feel like it's on the wrong. I feel like it and Loki are trying to do similar things with being unique and fun. And I think the way they're doing the sitcom stuff is going to come off kind of like after the first bit. I think it'll be annoying. I mean, I
have a feeling
I will
a lot of that will be in just the first 2 episodes.
I will happily eat my words if I'm wrong.
Better,
like I want it to be better, but I just feel like, man, I don't care about Wanda and Vision at all.
Yeah, I'm mainly interested in how
it connects,
in where this is in real life. Like, what are they in? Like some sort of weird community? Are they in a mind palace?
It's got to be something in the mind, because she's got the weird glitching of all the stuff on the walls. It's like she probably created.
Or is it like the New Mutants, where it's just a big bubble?
I don't see the New Mutants.
Oh, spoiler alert! It's a big bubble.
I mean,
means nothing.
No, yeah, I mean, but no, I mean, again, I'll watch it. I'm watching probably everything on here, because my biggest thing, same reason I watch Dark Phoenix, I like watching things before I start talking shit on them. I can, like, I went into Dark Phoenix knowing that, like, this is gonna be a bad movie, and I'm gonna be able to, but I'm gonna be able to tweet. I'm gonna be able to make funny jokes, and I'm informed. And when people are like, "Did you even see it?" I'm like, "Yes," and I thought it was bad.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I just enjoy being able to have informed opinions. What about The Acolyte?
What's that?
It is set during it's a Star Wars show set during the High Republic.
Okay.
Which is 200 years before Episode 1.
Okay.
And we know nothing else. It's except that it is a thriller with mystery and intrigue.
See.
Yeah, I'm. That's one where I'm like, sure.
Yeah, and like obviously I'm excited, and especially because it'll be the first new Star Wars timeline that's live action.
There are theories that we will see a young Darth Plagueis. Yeah, I
do like that.
This is the perfect lightsaber show.
Oh yeah,
it's set during the time when everybody has lightsabers.
Okay, I would like to talk about something. There was a TikTok that went viral yesterday where it was saying it was like some popular song playing while it was all the fights from the prequels and Clone Wars show, lightsaber fights, and it's like, man, lightsaber fights really went from this, and it showed like Yoda and Count Dooku and Anakin and Obi-Wan, to this, and then it was some like kid screaming, bass boosted, distorted, and it was Rey fighting Kylo in Rise of Skywalker, like just saying like, oh, it's so bad. Shut the fuck up. All you people talking sweet about Chief Keef, saying Chief Keef ain't this, Chief Keef ain't no hitter, Chief Keef a fake. Shut the fuck up. The prequel lightsaber fights, as cool as some of them are not good lightsaber fights. They are not sword fights. All this looks cool, sure, because it's a lightsaber, but if that's two guys with a sword going... it's doing nothing. Also, every hit connects directly in the middle. There's no stakes. No one's ever going for a kill shot. It's all just flare.
That's why I think the only two good lightsaber fights are the Duel of Fates in Episode 1. When
Yes, yeah.
Qui-Gon dies and Darth Maul gets sliced in half. There are stakes. And the Duel on Mustafar.
Yes, but there's good parts of it, but a
lot of it is it's the Obi Annie spin too. Yeah, straight up.
Where I'm not like defending the sequels in any way, but like
they at least
they make sense. One, the big thing, Rey never trained. I guess kind of with Luke, but she never trained against someone in combat. Kylo, so the excuse for Rey being able to stand her ground is that she's just way OP.
Yeah.
Which I'm okay with looking at. Also, the fight in Rise of Skywalker on the water planet
is cool.
Good.
Yeah.
Like, arguably the best lightsaber fight out of the sequels.
I mean, definitely not the throne room one. People praise that throne room fight. If you watch it,
it's dope
and pay attention.
It just looks really cool.
But if you watch it and pay attention,
for the same reason that the Mustafar fight is not technically a good fight.
I sat down with Danny though, and we
watched it in slow motion.
And we watched it in like 0.25 speed on YouTube, and he's like just pointing everything out. I'm like, why'd you have to do this to me? The only aspect of this movie that I liked, you just tore from me.
But it still looks great.
Exactly.
It looks beautiful.
The aesthetic is good. Yeah. It's a very good aesthetic. Next up, let's go Falcon and Winter Soldier. That's the show out of the 3 shows that are coming out. That's easily my highest.
Yes.
And that trailer was dope.
Trailer was sick.
Falcon's new suit and wings look fantastic.
Yep. I love Bucky's new arm, which we've already obviously seen in action, but it just
with the
looks
short
great.
hair, it looks good.
Looks good with the short hair. The new suit, his uniform.
Even the last bit where they're walking and Sam's making fun of him. It's such a fun dynamic that I'm excited for them to explore more of, because
it also seems like they're gonna take some serious tones as far as like the themes of replacing Captain America and who takes that mantle.
The rumors of that the plot are that the government doesn't want Sam, and so that's why they get U.S. Agent.
Yeah.
Which is so interesting that they're...
And would be something that would happen.
100%, without a doubt.
Very realistic.
And then, those mysterious people who are putting on the masks and doing stuff, it's like, I'm interested in that.
Yeah, what's going on
It looks cool. Zemo showing up, which I don't think Zemo's going to be a villain. I think that's going to be a subversion of expectations. I think he is going to be... I don't think he's going to align with Falcon and Bucky, but I think he has motives to take down U.S. Agent as well. And I think U.S. Agent is going to end up being the main villain.
Interesting.
The government,
Dude, the government
just
be
such a good commentary.
The government be
Next up, we got Taika Waititi's Star Wars movie.
Optimistic because Taika Waititi, but we know nothing about it. What do we even have a title?
No, we have that. You see that one in the middle? That's the logo, but it's all vintage looking. Okay. Kathleen Kennedy said it is fresh, unique, and unexpected.
I don't trust anything that woman says, but sure.
I mean, I'm willing to put it. Let's put. I say B tier, same as Rogue Squadron.
Purely because of Taika, though.
Yep. Oh, 100%. Okay, next we got Lando. This is the show I'm hypest for out of all of the new announcements. What
constitutes as new?
Anything that we didn't know before. So,
okay,
because all of those Marvel ones that we
pretty much everything B and above we knew about besides Buzz Lightyear.
And there's quite a bit in B that we didn't know about.
I like how the Thor: Love and Thunder photo just has Christian Bale.
Yeah, I just pulled it from the the tweet thread. But Lando, there's so many different ways they can go. What I hope they do is I hope we have old Lando
telling stories.
Telling
with
stories.
young Lando.
And young Lando is what we see.
I like that. I
am 100%. People don't like Donald Glover's performance in Solo.
I'm iffy on it. It's got its ups and downs. It's not ever terrible, but it's also not ever great.
It does feel like I think there are times where it is great. It does feel like there are times though where he's trying a little too hard to match Billy D or have that same suaveness. When I think he's good Donald Glover and he can do whatever the hell he wants, and everybody's gonna be like, "Hell yeah, man!"
That's the problem. Is I think I would rather Donald Glover just be an original character. Obviously, it's way too late for that.
Yeah,
but
because Donald Glover, you want him to not have that that comparison. That makes sense. But I think if
it was a good casting for what they had to do,
I think Donald Glover is the only way you can go though. I don't think Billy D. Williams cannot.
No. If it's Billy D. and the girl that's definitely his daughter, I'm not in.
Yeah, that's definitely.
Which it probably is actually. Now that I mention that does make a lot of sense.
I mean, maybe he's telling her stories though, and
I'm okay with that. Okay with that.
So she also cameos. I mean, I'm willing to put it no lower than B.
Let's put it B then.
Yeah, because B because of the uncertainty.
Of the opportunity of Billy D.
There is though. The creator, he did Dear White People. The guy who's doing it, I don't remember his name.
The Netflix one.
Yeah. He made a demo reel of what everybody should be expecting what people should expect from this series, taking other works. We didn't get to see it because we're not investors, but they played some real funky music during the waiting screen that time.
Interesting.
Okay, you ready for our final?
Yes. I can't tell what it is from the logo.
It is the Fantastic Four.
Oh.
I am so nervous.
It's very interesting. It's tough because we know nothing besides that it's happening and as a director.
The director, man, it's such a weird choice to keep it like.
I honestly think that's them trying to keep him a Marvel director since technically he's only directed Sony films.
That's fair.
That was my immediate thought when I saw that.
But my thing is so personally, I feel like.
We should say for the record, it's.
It's John Watts who directed the Spider-Man, the Homecoming and Far From Home.
Yeah.
I think this is my completely outsider looking in, kind of understanding film industry stuff opinion on this.
Fair.
I think John Watts and Peyton Reed, both specifically, who is Ant-Man, are studio directors and are very easy to tell what to do. Because Edgar Wright was originally directing Ant-Man.
Yeah.
And they fired him when he wanted to do his own thing and take it his own direction.
Yeah.
And they got Peyton Reed to replace him. And I feel like that's just similar where it's like there's not much unique about those films outside of like the characters, which whoever directs it, those characters are going to be. So I feel like that's a very Kevin Feige and stuff might be wanting to play it safe and not picking somebody like Taika Waititi or something to do Fantastic Four. Or somebody completely. I think it should be somebody completely new because there's more than 7 directors.
Yeah. Yeah. I get what you're saying about Peyton Reed. And I don't really know enough about John Watts to say that that's not true.
I mean, all I've seen from John Watts is his Spider-Man movies, and they just feel very. And to be fair, they haven't been to me at least. They haven't really been Spider-Man movies yet, and I mean. Who knows what's happening with this next one?
I love them though.
I know. I mean,
Homecoming is like
I really like Homecoming aside from all of the Tony Stark stuff because I feel like that weighs it down. But I think the story of Homecoming is really good.
And also the story of Homecoming is great. But I feel like the negatives of the MCU Spider-Man of the Tom Holland Spider-Man are so much outweighed by the negatives of the other Spider-Man movies we've gotten. The other live action,
which is fair. My biggest problem with Tom Holland's Spider-Man is that he's basically a lot of his story.
British.
I mean, no. a lot of the problems I have with that is that they've basically made him Miles. His story is very aside from the Uncle Ben stuff and Tony Stark stuff. His story is very making him have the Ned, who is basically Genki. All of it is it's weird, and I don't know. He just doesn't feel like Peter Parker to me, and it's probably because of how they introduced him in an Avengers movie. I mean, a Captain America movie, but all of these, it's just I don't know.
I don't know. See, I feel
I don't have any problems with Tom Holland.
Yeah, yeah. I think to me, the best part about him being introduced in Civil War was that it's like, I think it only works in the world where we've already seen the Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield movies,
exactly.
because one, just audiences everywhere are familiar with him and his origin and his character.
Yeah.
But also, like, that's the one thing we haven't seen Spider-Man do, is work with others.
Yeah.
Like, at all. So, and I think his character in Homecoming, and more so in Far From Home, is very Peter Parker in the sense that he's still, like, pretty down on his luck and, like a loser or nerd or whatever you want to call it. Like, awkward, I guess, is the real word. But then branded as like a nerd because he's like, he could be the coolest dude. He could be the most Flash Thompson Chad of all time.
My biggest problem with the Amazing Spider-Man is that it's like Andrew Garfield's way too cool to be this nerd.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing, is that Tom Holland's Peter Parker could be that. I mean, obviously, like, he could join the football team. Obviously, he's talented, blah blah, and he's hot, whatever. But the reason he's not is because, one, he wasn't that before and he's sticking true to himself, but also Spider-Man is becoming a more important part of his life than high school. I mean, obviously that's a big part of Homecoming, is that he wants to be an Avenger. He doesn't care about high school. But I think Far From Home was very, like, aside from it being super connected to the MCU, like with Tony and stuff, it is very much him realizing that, like, he doesn't need to be connected to Iron Man.
Which I wish. I just feel like we wait, because yes, 100%, we needed that.
Yeah,
but I feel like we waited too long. The fact that he's been in 5 movies now.
Well,
I mean, if you count Endgame.
Yeah, I mean,
but
I guess, but I feel like in any non-Spider-Man movie, Spider-Man just has to be a supporting hero. You know what I mean? Like, unless he's like,
for sure. But it's just the Tony Stark stuff is always stanky to me.
Here's the thing: he could have gotten that lesson in Civil War if Civil War was a bigger movie.
I would have been fine with it in Homecoming when he takes the suit from him and stuff, and he's like, "I don't need Iron Man."
Like, you, I'm Spider-Man. I don't need you.
Exactly. Like, but it was still the whole, "Oh, you impressed me. You can be an Avenger." He's like, "Yeah."
Yeah, when I think because he learned, the problem is he learned the same lesson in both movies. Is because at the end, when he turns down the press conference in Homecoming, he's like, "No, I'm the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. I don't need to be that."
Yeah.
But then, because of Tony's death in Endgame, spoiler alert, nice. It just brought back, like, it kind of pushed him, which is probably good, because we did kind of need a reset after such a huge, ridiculous event, and then bring Bot back to, like, a more ground level high school story. But I still think that Into the Spider-Verse aside, Tom Holland Spider-Man is the superior Spider-Man.
See, I think Tom Holland has the best balance of Peter and Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm. That's mainly why.
I still think Andrew Garfield has a better Spider-Man.
I don't know.
I mean,
it's hard to say, like, because he's good, but I feel like it's just weighed down by the quality of Amazing Spider-Man 2, and also his New York accent is not nearly as good as Tom, which is like, who cares really at the end of the day? But like, when he says, "Hey, I'm swinging here," it hurts.
Okay, but back to what we're talking about. Fantastic Four. Which guys?
The one thing I'll add on that is, please press all your heart on that. We're losing it. Oh, in the bottom corner too. Good God, I'm gonna super glue these later. In the same way that Homecoming was, obviously, we were told this from the get-go, that it was supposed to feel like a John Hughes movie, and it did a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, and then really the end credits is what felt like a John Hughes movie.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, maybe it didn't really live up to that as
Bob
much.
Over some hand-drawn Spider-Man drawings.
I don't know. I still want Fantastic Four to be a 60s period piece, and I want them to be
interesting,
a thing that happens, and then they go into,
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah, and I want it to be time travel, where they go into, like, the quantum realm or something like that at the end of the movie to save the day, and then when they come out, it's 2023 or whatever it is in Endgame.
Okay.
Oh, they come out and they start fighting in the Endgame fight.
Okay, well, I have one more question for you.
Yes.
Are you still stuck on John Krasinski as?
I wouldn't say stuck on, but he's my lead.
He's still your lead?
Yeah.
I mean, I just feel like, well, to be fair, I mean, if they're going with Kang the Conqueror being a descendant of Reed Richards. Kang the Conqueror is being played by a black man. So there's that possibility.
So Sue Storm has to be black.
Or Reed Richards.
That's true. Yeah,
either or.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm saying if it was John Krasinski.
Since that Boss Logic post, though, I am all over Glenn Howerton as
I'm
Richards.
not anti Glenn Howerton, but that didn't overtake. I've seen too much Krasinski over the past 5 years.
I wasn't as hard on Krasinski as you are, so like it wasn't hard. But like
that, just the one Photoshop of him from 13 Hours with the beard, I'm just always like. Plus the Emily Blunt combo works, so there's that.
Glenn Howerton, though, I feel like because Reed Richards is an asshole. That's a big thing. Like I don't want him. I feel like if you cast John Krasinski or anybody of that caliber, they're
you can make him lovable.
Yeah, they're too lovable off the bat. Glenn Howerton is known for being Dennis.
Yeah.
And so like you automatically are like, this guy seems kind of.
My only thing with Glenn Howerton is and maybe this is a disservice to him because I haven't seen more of his stuff, but I feel like he's too funny, like he's too comedic. Whereas John Krasinski, we've seen him play serious. And
Glenn Howerton, I watched AP Bio, which is also a comedy, but he plays straight man for most of it. Opposite all the kids, which is pretty good. And he was also in that Hunt movie, The Hunt, that was delayed because about hunting people. It came out during quarantine at one point.
Oh, okay.
And he had a super small role, but he wasn't like, he's Glenn Howerton, so just like seeing him makes me laugh because I started thinking about the It's Always Sunny clips.
Yeah.
But he was pretty serious, and so it's like
Yeah, and like I said, like I don't want to disservice him. Like I don't want to typecast him as that, but I guess my main thought is that Reed Richards we would get with John Krasinski is like a weird mix of him from The Quiet Place, who was kind of an asshole. Like he was like in just due to the situation, which wouldn't become a jerk if you had to live like that. But
true.
It's not an excuse to treat your wife poorly, but just had to clear the air there. But like a combination of that mixed with like because he could also what I guess I'm thinking is at the beginning of the movie he's kind of goofy and optimistic, like very Jim.
Yeah.
But then with the powers and also like just being a genius, like he like I think I just have a bias to John Krasinski because I've seen more of his stuff and I've had that idea of him being Mr. Fantastic for literally like 5 years now. Like that Photoshop's been a thing forever.
Yeah, I'm whatever happens. I'm not against John Krasinski.
I care more about John Cena being the Thing.
I mean, I don't know, man. He's got Peacemaker show now.
Yeah, that's true.
I would still, if it wasn't for the show and just Suicide Squad, I would be like, it's still possible.
It could still happen, yeah.
Yeah. So what are we talking? We're talking B?
I'd put it at A just because it's so new
and it's Fantastic Four. It's got. I mean,
they're gonna put a lot. They're gonna put a lot of work into it.
As worried as I am, look at this is a very interesting list. We're very middle heavy.
You should take a screenshot.
Yeah. The website actually saves it though, so if I reopen the website, it would just still be on there. Yeah. Very interesting list. Very a lot of compromise that had to go on. I'm glad that you agreed with me that Guardians Holiday Special is.
Yeah, I just am like whatever, because it's gonna be like 9 minutes long too or less.
My guess is 30 to an hour.
Actually?
Yes, mainly because did you watch the Lego Star Wars Holiday Special?
Not yet.
That was 45 minutes long.
Yeah, I guess. And I don't know. My thought is that since it's live action,
it's a holiday special.
Yeah.
So I feel like it has to at least be half hour.
At least be 30 minutes or like 23 with commercial. Well, I guess
it's Disney Plus, so
you don't need commercials. But yeah, I don't know. Obviously, I'm gonna watch it. Like whatever.
But it's weird to me that it's coming up before.
Honestly, it feels like sorry, the whole James Gunn thing happened and it got delayed. Here's a little taste.
Well, this is James Gunn said he's been trying to talk Kevin Feige into this for years.
Oh, so it's going to be a wacky James Gunn thing.
Oh, yeah, he's directing it.
And, well, I know he's directing it, but it was like his idea to do it.
Yeah, it was his idea because of how he unironically loved the Star Wars special.
Okay, well, that makes me a little bit more optimistic, I guess, but I wouldn't move it.
No.
Like, it's still in the D
also,
level. Or
I mean...
Did we put an F?
Yeah, it's an F.
Whatever.
It's just...
Transition.
TikTok of the week.
TikTok of the week. I have a lot that I've been liking some specifically for TikTok of the week.
Same. There's been a couple I've wanted to send you, but then I want to see your reaction live at the same time.
I gotta.
What's Gibby thinking about? Last night when I put my ass on his mouth. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Freddy gonna film us having some fun. Double team with my boy Tebow. Eat him out like a spaghetti taco. Lick him like a lollipop. Tastes just like the butter sock.
Fire.
What?
I'm sending that your way. Make sure you send all of these to Jimmy.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, you've probably seen this one because it went around, but we've got to talk about it.
Okay.
I
I
found
saw
some
this on
wild
Twitter, yeah.
glizzies.
First of all, wild glizzy.
Yeah,
Great.
exactly why
Great.
I had
That's-
to do it.
No, that's great.
Wild glizzy.
Also, who knew that's what was in there?
Yeah, I saw somebody do it who's a biologist
Science,
or something.
yeah.
And she said that that's only for about 2 months of its lifespan. Will it do that? Because
And the rest, it just tastes like
solid-
a brat.
No, because it solidifies, so it's not going to expand like it did in his mouth.
So then it's just pork after that. I've seen this grandpa, but not this video. His eyes are great.
He's unhinged. I didn't even mean to swipe up to that one, but I'm fine with it.
There's so many this week.
Hey, naked in the shower. Just kidding, I'm not a slut. Dripped out for Grammy's funeral.
Oh no!
Dude, there's been a couple like that where it's like, there was one, I can't find it. It was a while ago, but it was like, yo, check out this like cool CD player and check out this like VHS tape or whatever. And they're like, or check out this like really expensive thing. And you'd be like, yeah, it was in like my grandma's trunk and she died, so we're taking her car to the repo or something. I was like, oh my god.
Oh!
When I saw this,
The SAG. Fantastic.
also just first of all, the edit, like shouts on the edit. This is one, that text he did in a different app or his computer.
Yeah.
And like the zoom in and movement and stuff. Like it's a little bit more
well done.
dynamic. But also just that edit of the Smells Like Drill Spirit with the 6 to my stomach. I legitimately teared up. I was laughing so hard. It caught me so off guard.
Yeah, that's quality.
Oh my god. But since we're still here.
I'm gonna prank my dad with this cursed demon skull. Hey Dad, nay nay for the demon skull.
Return to the monkey time.
I'm gonna start saying "Return to the Monkey Time."
I'm gonna go up to my dad when I go home for Christmas and say, "Hey, Dad, nay nay for the demon skull." Wow. TikTok of the week. Also, I was thinking about it when I was editing, or like publishing last week's episode. I apologize to all of our Spotify and like audio listeners because TikTok of the week.
It's definitely not an audio friendly.
It's not, but the some of them, when it's just a joke, it works. But I will say this. All Spotify listeners, we appreciate you because it's a superior platform. Full stop. And also, please listen to Spotify because it is better for our analytics.
It's true. Spotify and YouTube as well, right? Is YouTube that'll help us grow more?
YouTube is the goal to get big on.
Yeah, but Spotify is what's gonna help us the most right now.
In the meantime, it would be great if you're a YouTuber and you watch it on YouTube, but then run it on Spotify and a different tab on mute. And if you're a Spotify listener, just for the last 5 minutes, come for TikTok of the week. Or also what we should start doing is post the TikTok of the weeks on the socials.
Yeah.
So follow us on Twitter at the Best Boys Pod.
I think it's just Best Boys.
One day I'll find that out.
I think it's just Best Boys.
It is.
Is it the Best Boys?
At the Best Boys Pod.
Because the TikTok was Best Boys Pod.
So at the Best Boys Pod on everything. Oh, I did post that twice. Or no, it's just long.
It's just long.
Okay. That's what she said. Nice. Nice.
Bruh.
Yeah, so follow us on there. Well, I'll start I'll just start posting that day of. Probably on Twitter. I'll post it on Twitter and then Instagram stories because I don't think it's worth an Instagram post for TikTok of the week. Yeah, so that way, if you're a Spotify listener and you want to see that, do that. And maybe I'll make the likes on the Best Boys TikTok public, and then I'll just only like the TikToks of the week.
That's fair, yeah.
So that's a catalog. It's actually not a bad idea.
That's actually a really good idea.
You know,
That's like, hey,
they
we're
don't
like,
pay me by the hour for nothing.
we're they pay you?
No one pays
We
me
made what
anything.
sense?
Hey, we don't talk about our finances publicly. Jimmy, bleep this mother bleeping out.
Jimmy,
Bleep
you've got 2 hours to edit for this one. The first episode was 35 minutes. This one's gonna be like.
We're also filming this Tuesday night at 8 p.m. and it's gonna be releasing Wednesday morning at 8 a.m. So Jimmy, you better.
He's got a grind.
Jimmy, I don't care what you have to do tonight. You're gonna be editing this podcast all night. If not, I'm gonna spank you like a bad boy that you are.
Hey, thanks for watching.
Thanks for
Tune in
watching,
next
guys.
week. Socials are right here. Follow us.
Lower thirds.
Yeah, they like expand all nice.
They used to call me lower thirds.
Bye.